Welcome back to Excel for Economics. In this video, we're going to be looking at other things that make you seem like you could be a wizard. If you hold down the Control key and then do page down and page up, you're able to cycle through each of the tabs that are in your active Excel workbook. So what other things can you do with Control and Shift functions? Well, each of those F keys at the top, they actually do things. They can paste a name. You can go to something. So if you wanted to hit F5, you can go to a certain reference. So you could say, I want to go to C3. And it'll make that the active cell. Recalculating workbook, you can save your thing. Now, if you hold Shift and do these, then you get another level of menu items that you can use. Control gives you a few more, and then Alt gives you a few more beyond that. Now, the other thing that Excel has are direct control functions. So these you may have heard of: Control C for copy, Control V for paste, Control X for cut, and possibly the one that's used the most is undo, Control Z. But there are actually ones for almost all the letters in the alphabet, as well as the numbers, where you can say underline text, which is interestingly repeated in the letter ones, where it makes some sense, where U and underline make sense. You can also use the bold, italics. These are somewhat archaic, but still remain in Excel because people use them a lot. Another thing you can do is you can use some of these things to say go to the end of the range, where you can use Control. So here I'm going to hold down the Control key and go all the way to the right, all the way to the left, up, down. And what this does is, for any continuous list, note that I'm missing J, it will go to the bottom. Then it'll jump to the next one and jump to the next one. So it'll skip over any spaces, but it'll stop at spaces. And this allows you to navigate a large data array. You want to get all the way to the end very quickly. If you hold the Shift, you will highlight wherever you're arrowing around. And if you use Control Shift space, it'll highlight all the data in the array that you're in. This is useful if you're wanting to turn a data range into a table. Shift space will give you the entire row. Shift Control space will give you highlight the entire column. Useful if you're depending on what you're doing. You can switch programs, auto sum, and add a line in a cell. Okay, so there's a number of different functions that you can use, which are called shortcut keys or hotkeys, depending on what you prefer. Great, we'll see you in the next video.